In this class, we're going to look at how to do some of these standard normal probabilities with the TI calculator. So I've got this image. I'm trying to find the area of this shaded region. Okay, so it's all the bell curve below the z-score of 0.31. So what I want to do, I'm going to go to the distribution menu, which is second vars. All right, I'm going to go to normalCdf. All right, my lower -1 E99, that means negative infinity. That is what I want. That means the shading goes off into the left tail. So this blue shading, if I don't see a number down here below it indicating that it's stopping anywhere, then that's what I want my lower number to be. Now, I'm going to show you a couple ways to go about this. Number one, if it's not there, you press -1. There's -1. And then E is this above the comma is EE. So I hit second that. And then 99. That's how I can get that on there. All right, and then my upper number is this 0.31. All right, and then the standard normal has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So I'll leave that alone, and I click paste. All right, now if you do not have a TI-84 that asks you what the lower number, the upper number, the mean, and standard deviation, then after you select normalCdf, it's just going to have a cursor here beside this parentheses, and you would just type all that in left to right. So there's the lower number, comma, there's the upper number, the 0.31, comma, there's the mean of 0, the standard deviation of 1. All right, so I'll hit enter. There's my number. There's my answer. So 0.6217 to 4 decimal places. All right, now I'm going to show you this. If I went in here, brought back the last thing I just did, so these that don't have this calculator, that has that menu. So after you did normalCdf, you would just have, everything would be blank like that. So instead of -1E, so there's -1 E99. So instead of doing that, I could also just put in, again, that's supposed to be a 1 with 99 zeros after it. You know, that's just a huge, huge, huge number, almost a Google. You know, it's supposed to be negative infinity. So I could also just do negative with just a bunch of 9s. Just a large number, a large negative number, comma, the upper number is 0.31, the mean is 0, and the standard deviation is 1. And I want you to see that it gives me the same thing that it gave me when I used the -1 E999. So it's not going to be off. Even if it is off, it's going to be like the last decimal place. It's not going to be off enough for it to matter. So if you don't remember that -1, you don't remember where these E's are, don't fret. Just put in a bunch of negative with a bunch of 9s. All right, same goes to the menu. If I use the menu, second vars, normalCdf, and it asks me, so instead of -1 E99, I could just put negative and just a bunch of 9s. And when I go down to paste, it's going to paste in all those 9s. But it's going to give me the same thing, especially to 4 decimal places. So don't worry too much about the EE99. Just put in a big negative number there is all you really need. All right, this one is above. So if I want to use do above probability like this, again, I would go second vars, normalCdf. Again, don't choose PDF. This time I have a lower number, but I don't have an upper number. So again, I could do 1 second E99 like that, or again I could just do a bunch of 9s. Again, no negative this time because it is positive infinity, so I don't put a negative on the in front. All right, 0 for the mean, 1 for the standard deviation, and there's what I get. So to 4 decimal places, 7939. All right, and then this is a between any probability. So this means my lower number and upper number, neither one will be those 9s. I'll just pick -0.92 and 1.25. All right, mean is 0, standard deviation 1, and there's my probability, 0.7156. All right, so the TI calculator is great for these types of probabilities where you have a bell curve and you're trying to find the area between it, which is the probability of a z-score being between those two numbers.